Hello everyone, my name's Ebony. Welcome back to my channel.
Think I know you better to forget her. Certain people made for running. Think I need you more than let you know I'm bored and tell me this means more than nothing.
So today I am standing, first of all. This is new. Yes, usually I sit, but today we're filming a very special video. We're filming my 400 subscriber Q&A, and there is a question that was asked by my good friend Faith that requires me to stand. And I just decided, let's just do the whole video standing, because then I don't have to move my camera later, because I'm lazy. We're going to go through all the questions that people left on my Twitter and on my Instagram. If you're not following me on those two places, go click the links down below and follow me there for future Q&As like this. Also, disclaimer, I was recently locked out of my Bookstagram, and so I have a new Bookstagram basically. I cannot get back into my other one. It's a long story. I talked about it in a vlog if you really want to know all the details. So I would really appreciate it if, even though you are following my other Bookstagram, to go follow this new one, because I can't get into the other one and I will not be able to post on it anymore. And so it is the same username, there's just an underscore at the end, so it's kind of hard to tell the difference between them. Make sure you either click the link or just like double check the username. Anyway, let's jump into all the questions. For my first question, I need my bullet journal, which I'm holding upside down. The first question is, do you have a favorite quote? And I need my bullet journal because I write down quotes monthly in the front of the book. So I'm just gonna like pick one from those pages. Okay, I found one. Okay, so the quote is, "Stop making yourself uncomfortable for others' comfortability." This quote is from one of my favorite YouTubers, Marissa Nicole. I will link her channel down below. She just does like daily vlogs, life stuff. She used to do college content. She's not in college anymore, so she does more like lifestyle stuff. But I just love her videos so much. And she has a sort of, I think it's called psoriasis, like a skin thing. And it's getting really bad lately for her. She talks about this a lot in her videos. She's very open about it. She used to be like really self-conscious about it, but now she's like, I want to dress cute, I want to wear tank tops, I want to show off my skin and my good body. And so she's like, I'm gonna stop making myself uncomfortable for other people's comfortability, you know, like just stop caring about what other people think. Just do what makes you happy, what makes you comfortable, live your life in your body, you know, just dress how you want and do what you want and like live your life and stop worrying about what other people think. I sometimes have issues with like body image, so I always try to keep like those kinds of quotes in mind or those kinds of ideals in mind of just doing what I want, not worrying about what anybody else thinks, and like loving my body basically. So that quote is really inspiring to me, also because it came from one of my favorite YouTubers. Okay, next is your favorite author besides Lisa McMahon or Sarah Dessen. You know me too well. Basically, those are two of my favorite authors. You are correct there. I have a hard time like picking favorite authors. I have favorite books and authors that I either auto buy or I just read a lot of books by them, but that doesn't mean I love all of the books. I just like all of the books, I guess. But I think I can confidently say that Taylor Jenkins Reid is a favorite author because I've now read 3 of her books, Malibu Rising, Daisy Jones, and Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. And I love them so much. See, it's hard for me to say that because I still haven't read her like backlist catalog. So like, I'm like, I don't know if I actually love her because I don't love all of her books because I haven't read them all yet. I also really like John Green. I really like his books. Rainbow Rowell I really enjoy. I think a good other favorite author would be V.E. Schwab. Again, I've only read a handful of her books. I've read the Cassidy Blake series. Of all the books that are out this far, there's only 3 books. I've read the Savage Song duology, and I have read Vicious and The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. And I really enjoyed all of those books. I still haven't read A Darker Shade of Magic. I do have the first book and I'm very excited to read it. I just haven't done it yet. I haven't read the sequel to Vicious or the Near Witch books or the Archive or like any of those older V.E. Schwab books. But I love the stuff that I have read, so I think she could count it as a favorite author too. My friend Faith asked, what would you do for a Klondike bar? Faith, I would do anything for a Klondike bar.
How far would you drive for the girl of your dreams?
I would drive anywhere.
What about to Nebraska?
Oh,
Would you go to Nebraska?
no.
Honestly, probably not much. I'm not really a huge fan of Klondike bars. I mean, they're okay. It's an ice cream bar, but like it's nothing super amazing. Someone asked what's my favorite season. Probably anything but winter. I hate winter so much. I just don't like the cold, and I don't like the snow, and I don't like Christmas. Like, there's just no winning for me. Like, winter it is not good at all. I hate winter. If I said summer, I more associate that with like not having to be in school rather than like the heat outside. So I think that like spring and fall are good seasons, because they're like that good, nice in-between temperature of not being too hot or too cold. Just everything but winter, basically. What are some of my earliest reading memories? Okay, I've talked about this before, but it was a very long time ago. My earliest reading memory of me physically reading things myself. My family always read to me like as I was growing up, and so like that's part of the reason like they very much shaped who I am. But my earliest memory of like myself reading is I remember the day that reading clicked for me. I was in first grade, and I was laying in the back of the room of my classroom where the bookshelf was, and I was reading a book. I'm assuming we had like free time or something, or nap time. I don't know what it was. But I was reading a book. I don't remember what book it was. And I just remember like before that point I would have to be like, the cat went to sleep. And like I would have to like kind of sound out words and put words together to form sentences and really like think about it, I guess. And then I was just sitting there reading, and then I just remember that it just suddenly like it clicked, and I was able to read it and be like, the cat went to sleep, and I'd be like, oh, that makes sense, and oh, I can read fluently now. Like I can read without having to pause every word and figure out what words are. And I don't know, like I just remember it just clicked for me, like it all just happened at once. And I remember like talking to other people like in my class and being like, oh yeah, this is how it worked for me, and they're like, that's not how it worked for me. Like we'd be in like third grade and they're like, I still have to like sound words out. And I'm like, I don't know, I just remember thinking, oh, that's weird, because that's how it worked for me. It kind of just like happened. So yeah, fun times. The next question is, what was your favorite book when you were little / younger? And okay, I guess like if you're thinking like little, like child little, my two favorite books were a book called Damp Camping, which was about this big, like bigger than the camera can see. And I still have that book too somewhere. And then also I had a book called The Very Small, I think it was called. And it was about a bear and a little baby child toddler thing who was tiny, and they hung out together. I don't know. I have pictures of me reading this as a child. Very, very cute. But if we're thinking more like elementary, middle school range, I know I read the Matched series when I was in like 5th or 6th grade, and I really enjoyed those. I used to love Magic Tree House and Judy Moody. But one of the books that really shaped my middle school age was Just as Long as We're Together by Judy Blume. The reason why I hang on to this book is because it very much shaped who I was as a middle schooler. This book follows 3 characters who are friends, and they enter middle school, and they just like go through all the like puberty and like boys and like life-changing things that happen in middle school. And I remember reading this in like 5th or 6th grade and being like, I'm gonna remember this and I'm gonna reread this when I get into middle school so I know what to expect. And so that was very much important to me at that time, because I was very scared for middle school and I didn't know what was gonna happen or how things were gonna go. And so like this was like my guide to middle school. Favorite video you've made? Recently, probably my video of me and my boyfriend trying a Nailed It challenge from like the Netflix show. I'll link it. You should definitely check it out. I had a lot of fun filming it. The hardest video I've ever edited, because we had 3 cameras set up, like my phone, Will's phone, and my camera. I cut between the 3 different versions of video, and I threw in like fun graphics and fun like effects and sound effects and music, and I don't know, I just had a blast editing that. It took me forever, but it was a lot of fun, and it was something new and interesting, and it was a lot of fun for me and Will to try out as well. Another video I'm really proud of is my Truth or Dare original book tag. A good amount of people have done my book tag, and every time someone does it, I literally get so excited, and I like hype them up on Twitter, and I watch it, and I like leave them a bunch of comments, because I just get so excited when people do my book tag. I just love the idea that I came up with, and I think it's super fun. Shameless self-promo. The way it works is you flip a coin, and if you get heads, you do the truth, and if you get tails, you do the dare. So there's like 10 questions, but there's technically 2 questions per thing, whatever, because like one's a truth and one's a dare. And so every person who does it is gonna get different questions basically. And so I think that's really fun. It's like almost customizable in that way, but also it's like all luck as well. And the dares I came up with I think are super duper fun, because some of them are like crack a spine of your book, or like rearrange your bookshelf, build a stack of books as tall as you are. Like, I don't know, I just think that there's so many fun prompts in there, and I'm super proud of it. So definitely go check that out. Go do my book tag and let me know, because I will definitely hype you up on Twitter and stuff, because I just love seeing people do my book tag. It makes me so happy. My friend Faith also asked, if you were a butterfly, what would you look like? I would definitely be blue. Okay, so this is a bouncy ball that I got from the bookstore that I work at, because I think it lights up. Does it light up? It does light up, yay! We went through some of the stock of like these balls, and I don't know if you could see it, but there's a giant dent in it, so obviously we can't sell it. Like, we had a bunch of them that were dented for whatever reason, so I had to throw away a bunch. But they were like, I mean, you can take it if you want. If you know somebody who wants a dumb bouncy ball, like, go for it. And there were different animals, but there were a bunch that had butterflies in them. And so I took a butterfly one, because obviously that's my brand, and it just sits on my bookshelf. It's like a fun little bookshelf decor piece that came from the store, which I think is super fun. And now, so I think I would look like this blue butterfly right here. He's upside down, but you see he's blue and green and yellow, and I don't know, I like vibe with those colors. I do also like the yellow one though. I hope that answers your question. I don't know why I like went to reach my phone and I grabbed the book. It's not what I meant to do. Faith also asked, when's the last time you wet the bed? So the other day I like spilled some water on my bed and it got all wet. So yeah, that was probably the last time. My friend Tiffy asked, how did you find BookTube? So I remember, okay, I have to grab the book. So there's a specific book tied with this story. When I was in high school, I was reading Love and Other Carnivorous Plants by Florence Gonzalez. I think I was trying to find the audiobook on YouTube, because I couldn't get it like on Libby, which at that point actually I was using Overdrive. Before Libby was a thing, that was so long ago. I was reading this book, and I think I was trying to find the audiobook, and I was like searching YouTube, like searching audiobook, and like a review for this book came up that was like someone on BookTube. I don't remember who the person was, so I can't like credit them, but I watched it and they were just like talking about it, and I was like, wow, this is really cool that like they're talking about books. And I don't know why, it like never crossed my mind to YouTube book discussions or anything book related. I will say I know the first booktuber I watched like consistently was Hannah from A Clockwork Reader. That one definitely shaped like and influenced me to become a booktuber. My friend Katie from Katie Can't Read asked, author you really want to meet? Honestly, like, meeting any author would be wild. Oh, here's a fun story. And Katie, I was thinking of you when this happened. So the other day I was at the bookstore and I was working, and a girl came in and she looked like Casey McQuiston. Like, not like entirely, and she was wearing a mask, so I couldn't tell. And I've only ever really seen Casey McQuiston on the front of a magazine that we have in the store that is like promoting One Last Stop. Anyway, so like I didn't really like know what Casey McQuiston looked like. So like, I mean, like if I saw Taylor Swift in public, like I would know it was Taylor Swift, right? Like, because I've seen so many performances and whatever. But like Casey McQuiston, I've only seen like one single solitary picture of her. And so like this girl walked in and she just kind of had like the short hair, the glasses, and like the general like body structure that what I've seen Casey McQuiston has. And I mean, like I figured it wasn't, but I'm like, what if it is though? Like, because I mean, this is a bookstore, like this would be the perfect place. I'm like, oh, that would have been so cool if it was Casey McQuiston. So yeah, anyway, that would be kind of fun, I guess. But yeah, really meeting like any author would be fun. I've met a couple of authors now through working at my bookstore, not like super big ones yet. So far I have met Chloe Neal, who wrote a vampire book series thing. The author of this book called Letters to Lucky, I think her first name was Maureen, I can't remember. And then today actually we had an event of a local author who has a book about Omaha, so I met him too. But no one like super amazing that I like knew beforehand and would be super stoked to meet yet, but I know we've done signings with famous people like Stephen King. And we usually have Rainbow Rowell events because like our bookstore is like her main bookstore. So like if you pre-order a signed copy of a book, you do it through our bookstore. With this book, we are not doing an in-person signing. Unfortunately, I'm not gonna get to meet her this time, but hopefully while I'm still working at the bookstore, we'll have another event in the future, and I would be so pumped to meet Rainbow Rowell. She also asked me favorite book trope. I really like dark academia. I don't think that's actually a trope, it's more of like a subgenre. But like really anything set at a school that's also dark, I really enjoy. That's probably not the answer you were wanting, Katie, but that's the answer I'm giving you. You're welcome. Katie also asked me favorite animal. I guess besides like dogs and cats, you know, like the generic normal favorite animals, I really like alligators and crocodiles, specifically crocodiles, but like alligators are cool too. I don't know why. I think they're very interesting. And I definitely don't want to be like near one, especially not a grown one. Maybe a baby one would be okay. But like, I don't know, I just think that they're cool. Katie also asked me, if you had a superpower, what would it be? Either teleportation, because I hate commuting. Either that or the word I'm looking for. Turning into an animal. What's that called? Shape-shifting, that's what it's called. Because you could shape-shift into like literally anything. It's kind of like a 2-for-1. Like if you're like, oh, I wish I had the power to fly, you could shape-shift into a bird and then you could fly. Like how cool would that be? Or if like, I wish I had the power to be invisible, you could shapeshift into like a microscopic bug and just like hang out in a very safe location where you're not gonna get squished, and basically you are invisible. So that's all the main questions. And now we're getting to the question that is the reason why I decided to stand up for this video. And that is from my friend Faith, who says, you've done 50 books, can you do the whole bookshelf? And this is in reference to my, was it my 200 subscriber Q&A? I can't remember. But in that Q&A, she said, how many books can you hold at once? And I'm pretty sure I got to 50. How many books can you carry at once?
Depends on the book.
I guess we'll find out. Can I make it to 50?
This is 5 more right here.
Put them on top. 50.
Oh my gosh, 50
Oh,
books.
okay,
50 books.
I'm gonna collapse.
Okay.
She is asking me to do my entire bookshelf. This girl's literally insane. She's trying to murder me. And so I had 2 thoughts. One, I can try to, I have a giant bin Tupperware thing that I used to move with. It was actually really helpful for moving, but it's more just for storage right now. So I could, one, try to, because I think I can fit all of my books in there, or almost all of them. Maybe I could put some on top and try to lift that, which I'll probably break my back. My other thought is I can try to put them on my blanket and then like grab the corners of my blanket and like lift it that way. So this is going to be quite a time. Also, fun fact, there's a giant stack of books here, which is also part of the reason why I decided to film standing up. Because I just filmed my summer TBR, and that took, this is all the books that I had on that list, and it's very tall. And I took the thumbnail and then I didn't put them away because I knew I was gonna film this video next. So yeah, go check out that video. Also enjoy me moving things.
Baby, something about you makes me feel like crazy.
Okay, now I'm gonna try to pick them up. You can't see them anymore because then you won't be able to see me trying to pick them up. But I'm gonna try. Oh goodness. I'm probably gonna rip my blanket, and if I do, I'm going to be very upsetty spaghetti because I like this blanket. This is kind of better. You can't see my face, I'm sorry, but this is all I got. Oh goodness, I knocked over a stack. I'm an idiot. Corner, 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 and the last corner. They're already falling. Oh goodness. Oh my gosh, it's so heavy. And they're all falling off. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. This is not working out the way I was hoping it would. Okay. We're gonna try this again. Corner. Yeah, and oh my gosh, all my books are probably getting damaged right now. This is fun. Okay. Oh my gosh. I don't think I can lift it. It's so heavy. Holy crap. I'm out of breath. No, I don't think I can do it. Not this way. I'm gonna try. to put them in the tote. They're all in there. Honestly, I'm surprised that they all fit in this tote. Oh my gosh, this tote's so heavy. Take two. Okay, I did it. Oh my god. I did it. Don't try this at home, kids. Anyway, that's it for this video. I hope you liked me struggling. I'm literally sweating right now. Thanks for watching. Make sure you're subscribed so I can do another Q&A when I hit 500 subscribers. And if you want to follow me on social media, all the links are in the description box. As always, thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. I hate my life.
All you see is black roses. Couldn't remember things so bad. Don't ask for something more.